Wait, no sound? There should still be sound. Hello? There is sound? Yeah, I was just quietly typing. Tyler just has stream muted. True. Facts. Amen. I have before me a, in a traditional tin pot,
I got a new letter from an informant.
big pot of Korean shin ramen. It is spicy. I mix in a little bit of miso for a little bit of extra depth of flavor. It's got some onions, garlic, spam, and an egg. So it's delicious, and I can't wait to have it because all I had for breakfast was a bit of hash browns. My volume was down. Yeah, that sounds about right. Izzy, mwah, Yahoo, how you doing, cutie? Umbro, mwah, thank you for the camp. Tyler, mwah, welcome. Old man Windbreaker, I hope you've been well. How are you? How you doing, gamer? Mwah. Butterbro, hello, late Fox. Look. Fox gotta make lunch, okay? You wanna hear? First of all, oh, the noodles. I'm off keto right now. Look, konjac noodles are great and all because they're like low carb and like all fiber. But they just don't absorb flavor like carby noodles do. Noodles are the only true thing I miss on keto. Make lunch 9 minutes earlier next time. I thought I was making it early enough, but I got distracted.
Easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Delicious. All right. So, today we are gonna do the Furina side quest, Furina story quest, and whatever else that follows. Go to the Court of Fontaine's Adventure Guild. Nice. On top of that, basically blue wild creature. God fucking damn it. All right, we have to find a bunch of blue birds. Shit. Blue wild creatures. Do dogs count? If they're blue enough? Do cats count if they're blue enough? No. I think the answer is no. Shit. Not like this, dog. I used fish? Oh, fish. That's a real smart idea. Hold up. Plenty of good fishing spots. How many inventory? Why you trying to call me out constantly, huh? Why are you doing me like this? I don't understand. What the fuck? Oh, do they count? No, they do not count. That doesn't count as a creature. All right, hold up. How about you guys? Do you count? No, they don't count either. So it has to be like the fishable fish. That's slightly annoying. But because funny, haha. And something funny. Mwah, Yahoo! I'm doing well. How are you? How you doing? Alright, I need to go to the fisher girl. Because she's got a fishing pond right here. That hopefully I can partake in. Alright. One. Wait. Why is it not taking of the other ones? What's going on? Hold up. Film remaining 9. Hello? I got another blue mark. It won't just let me take multiples of the set, bro! Alright. I'm fucking losing it. Alright, I'm gonna take another bite of ramen. Get wrecked, shut up! A little bit of soup. Oh, it's nice and warm and spicy. I apologize for all the slurping noises. It's just the Asian way of eating soup and noodles. Alright? If you don't eat noodles that way, you're a weirdo in Asia. It's the normal ASMR uwu. So I can take the birds multiple times. I can take different birds multiple times. Just not the same. Why? Okay. Alright. This is dumb. This is actually so stupid. Do the whatchamacallit count. Let's see. Yes! The crystal fly do count. Nice. And can I use this device underwater? Let's see. Hold up. Because there's a bunch of crystal flies here. Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Oh, that's it. This is the spot, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't gotten your thing yet, 4, 5, 6 of your photos can be taken right here, gamers. Genuinely, you can take 6 of your fucking photos out of 10 right here. Oh, this is so good, actually. Bird brain fox, bro. Highest I've hit so far with Furina has been 17k? Really? Have you not been able to build her 4 set? Because that seems kind of low. It also might be your lower adventure level, in which case, natural. Don't worry about it too much, but... Even with the Fab Sword, she should be hitting like 30, 40k. Like, no cap. And a piece of spam. You son of a bitch! I don't have her weapon? No, once again. Even without her weapon, people with the Fab Sword are still doing 20 to 40k. Ah, you motherfucker! You can definitely do it. Also, our Furina has gotten a little bit lower HP. Our Furina has gone through some changes. I've been just off farming the other artifact set. Look at this God Goblet. The attack percent kind of a waste for her, but 11.7 crit rate, so 23.4 value, plus 18.7, 23, 24.1, 30, 32, 40. We have like a 40, 41, 42 point something value gauntlet. This is pretty good. Our Sans is now kind of trash. But I do need energy recharge for her, so I have to do energy recharge. We're just gonna work on a better energy recharge. But yeah, no, we're looking good. Our flower hasn't changed. Our feather has gotten a slight upgrade. So she's in a really good spot right now. The only thing that's sad is that she's only 25k HP now. But it's fine. It's fine. I still have her HP goblet to fall back on if it feels like that does more damage. But our Furina's in a real good spot now. So I think our Furina's actually kind of almost done building. I just need a good energy recharge. But yeah. Nouvelette is also doing really hot too. I mean, look at this shit. Hold up. 43 crit rate, which is fine because he gets an extra 36 for free. Plus 288 crit damage. Zam, son. So things are looking pretty good. Give her the samples. Confirm an exchange. All right. So I need to claim 5 more times, and hopefully I can arrange some trades with people later to try to gabagool. But yeah, you want to give her a Fab Sword. If you can't give her a Fab Sword, try to give her the fishable pipe sword. The craftable Fontaine sword isn't too bad either. Because, the wolf thing doesn't actually work for her because it doesn't work off field. Finale of the Deep, is a little fucky, but it'll still perform. But really, you want to kind of give her a fast sword. Alley Flash is surprisingly good, especially if you have higher refinement. Alley Flash increased damage by up to 24%. The Elemental Mastery is sort of dead. Unless you're having her like do like a bunch of reactions, but she doesn't apply Hydro fast enough for that. But it's still nice. If you manage to get the Attack on Titan Dockhands Assistant, that also helps for just raw statage. But you can just fish for the where is it? You can just fish for the Fleuve Cendre. So it'll work out, you know. Alley Flash is Garbo for Furina? Is it? It just gives raw damage up, so it can't be that bad. I'm sure it's not that good, but it can't be that bad, right? I'm way too fucking lazy to fish. You know what? Understandable. I'm gonna be entirely honest, I do not blame you. Not one bit. Genuinely, I don't blame you. Her ult gives 75% raw damage up. Oh, that's true, huh? Yeah, you really don't need more than that. You probably just want, you know, HP bonus. It's true, it's true, it's true. I actually swapped Hazo out to an attack goblet because of that reason. Partially because, like, he gets Animo damage as an Ascension stat anyway, and he's on 4-piece Venereer. So he gets Animo damage up. I actually swapped him out to, he's got 1800 attack now, because I, swapped him out to an attack sphere. Sphere? Goblet. Fuck, my Star Rail in Genshin is crossing over in my brain. Say hi to Jim. Hi, Jim. Nya. 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 Alright, I'm gonna get some... Some noodles. Oh, why is ramen so good, bro? Slurping, glorping. Oh, did somebody check if the no horny emote works all right now? Now that we've had a day to let Steam Labs update.
Who knew the people would adore me so much?
It worked! Woo! That's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's fucking go! Let's go! No horny! I honestly wish I could just make emotes all bigger in the chat box. Emotes in the chat box always feel too small to me. Umbro, you have to get 7TV if you haven't gotten it already. But you can see it on the screen. You can see it in my chat now, on screen. So, yeah, in Furina we thrust. Yes, Forgotten Fallacy. Yahoo, how you doing? Speaking of Furina, let's go and, oh, hello. I don't know how I got that, but let's actually do her story quest now. To yesterday. 17, so setting to make emotes bigger in chat. No, I mean, that's fine, and I like that. I actually use it. But I mean, like, on the Streamlabs chat, that you can see on the screen in front of you guys. Watching Scott Pilgrim takes off right now, and I love it. That's good.
Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
I was like, sad 17 pity boom Furina had no plans of getting her, but game said fuck you. It's a good thing you got her though, she's great. You don't need to be that direct, Paimon.
It's just being enthusiastic. We're old friends now, she gets it.
She gets it.
It's always a pleasure to see our
Furina Quest makes me despise Paimon more. Man,
looking for the
that's
next
a mood.
challenge, I see. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Don't worry
Mystery
about that.
Fanta flavor.
Just
Ooh,
kidding.
fun.
So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role. But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties. So unfortunately, they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
What the fuck? Yeah, work for
That
free.
sounds
Work
like a
for
tricky
exposure.
situation. So basically, they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job.
Yeah, because they got bills to
There are only a few
pay.
days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Maybe you should
Got it.
pay people.
Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
Although, I would love to see Aether cross-dressing. Oh, that's very true.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there.
Conveniently, the
Maybe you can't
requester
fill
just
the role
vibing.
yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon.
27k isn't awful. It's not amazing, but it's not awful.
Hyman approved, let's go.
That's not the 2 as a 1 somehow. That's a mood.
Hello there, are you the guy looking
It's
for
not
the
like
new
Star
actress?
Rail where it's turn-based, so it's a
Wait,
lot more obvious what
I know
damage
you
you're taking.
two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already.
As a lazy free-to-play player, though, it's pretty
To
good.
answer your
Yeah,
question,
baby.
Neither of us have any experience in musicals, but we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
Can't you cover the budget for a new actress using ticket fees?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts.
Ah, that's why. Okay.
All our
I
sets
have
and
more
props
sympathy
are
now.
very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
And Mommy Kafka,
Just
mwah,
being.
yahoo,
You're
how are you,
splitting up the
queen?
troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe. One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it.
My brain is burned out from all the studying and the clinical log that I've been putting together for a patient for my nursing school. So I feel you. I'm feeling a little better now that you guys are here to the chat, because I love you guys. Also, good food. Mwah.
Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood.
Oh no.
And unfortunately, it flared up again recently.
And something
It really
funny.
drains
Mwah.
all her
You adorable
energy,
little fuck.
so she's in no
Huh?
state to perform.
You little rat.
The show just won't be
Oh
the same
shit,
without
wait.
her.
That's the wrong keyboard.
But for everyone
1
else's
second.
sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got
little-
it.
Ah!
Clearer picture now.
You little
let's
rat.
see if we can
You
come
little
up with
shit.
any
You
ideas.
adorable little fuck. Tuh.
Uh,
Just you fucking remember. You
what
little
if
piece of
we
shit.
sponsored
Adorable
the
fuck.
show?
That I love you,
Travel
bitch.
much more
Mwah.
than
And ain't never gonna stop loving you. Hubby.
Please, there's no need to go
Mwah.
that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Well, Mora isn't the biggest problem, though, right?
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about...
Why are they putting it like that? Also, yeah, Furina's gone through 500 years of acting her heart out for her life. And dreading every day. Why don't we force her on stage and make her act more now that she's finally taken a break? What the fuck?
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
However, it's very unclear how the
Who are you
people will
thinking
react to
of?
Furina.
Sounds like someone famous.
The voice actor of Toy Chica drinks a bottle of water Furina. Furina in a bottle. Delicious. In Furina we thrust. Also G7. Mwah, Yahoo. How you doing, cutie? I probably should have taken a photo of my ramen, but it didn't look pretty until halfway through I was eating it. But now I'm almost done. And I might do the Korean thing of stopping back inside the house just to get some rice and dump it into the soup and have it like a gruel. Yeah, she's been forced to be on stage for 500 years. They know this, while others don't. What the fuck are they even thinking of putting on the stage? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I buy the logic behind this one either, Chief. I'm in agreement with you.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
Yeah, because some people are gonna be very mad at her, right?
I don't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
You're lucky I don't feel like banning
You're
anyone.
not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
Are you prepared to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but...
Idol.
But... Huh. Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too. I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her.
I also want to know,
And besides, things are different now. There's
it'd be really cool if
no
Furina
way
became a
at
companion to
anymore.
join us on the rest of our adventure, because she doesn't really need to be in Fontaine anymore. And she's kind of now, like, sort of jobless. I assume this is gonna make her an actress in Fontaine, and she's gonna stay here forever. But I would have liked it if we could have brought Furina with us, man.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Wait, where does Furina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
Moved out is
As
one
it
way to...
happens, I have her current address here.
That's
I
not
can
creepy at
provide
all.
it to you.
when the super spy Russian robot knows where you live. I got an apple.
Woo! When did you get here?
Furina acted like a brat for 500 years, making people hate her. Well, no, people loved her. People actually loved her. A lot of people loved her. It seems that a lot of people still like her, even though some people were clearly upset at being lied to. But I'm sure that
things
New
were starting
Valette
to
cleared a
sound more
couple
promising.
things up for the public.
I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
That's kind of sweet, though.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina. Back in a jiffy.
Where's Furina living? The little ocean. I kind of want to see her in the fucking sewers. I want to see her in like a hyper-destitute situation for some reason. Just want to bully her just a little bit. Human, I shall support you, beep boop. Give me your internet history. and Caroline Leonard, mwah, yahoo, thank you for the folly. It's a nice looking place. Why are you judging, Paimon? Huh?
Not
You
that
bitch.
there's anything wrong with
You
this
bitch.
place. It's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Mermonia.
She's not acting Archon
It's
anymore.
common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
She also sounds really, like,
Okay,
quiet
well,
and
you
less
noticed
assertive
now
now.
all the rage. First Catherine and now you.
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags. I
She
used
cooked
to
the
have
macaroni.
pretty much
She's
wider
7. She's
range
your
of choices
wife.
when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
She know how to cook the macaroni. Like I said, Fontaine looks French on the surface, but it's weirdly more Italian and British. They just use a lot of French terms. Don't you get sick of macaroni every day?
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in. You can
Macaroni
have
and
macaroni
macarons are not the
sauce
same thing?
one
Yeah,
week,
macaroni.
macaroni and bolognese
Uncultured.
the next.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
She didn't say macaron, she said macaroni. And different sauces. She's not talking about the desserts. I'm in love. Like I said, Fontaine is surprisingly not as French as you think it is. It's like a mixture of French, Italy, and Britain. It's just, but more British and Italian, in my opinion. It just got French veneer. Finna re-download Genshin. Furina is worth it. Alright, that's all I'm saying. Alright, is it because you have to do all your own cooking now?
How rude. Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity.
Furina can only
It's
cook
not
macaroni.
like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual.
She's
that
also
my
become a
meals are
fucking
little simpler
shut-in.
too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre faucilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
The only reason I mentioned Britain is the tall guard hats and the fact that the Palais do the giant underwater prison is effectively Australia. It governs itself and abides by its own laws. That's the only reason I mentioned British at all. Frankly, that's the only British thing about this place. I have fed Jim. Nice. She's just like me, chat. For real, for real. Forced to constantly be cooked under pressure the Asian way instead of the Italian French way. And then now, and then shut herself in for a good while. Me post-COVID. Yo, she's just like me, for real, for real.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but...
She doesn't know how to
Anyway,
cook.
What
Adorable.
are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoot!
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad!
Paimon was just showing concern for your well-being in the only obnoxious way she knows.
Yeah, exactly! What the traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
That's not important.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty
I'm very
Hydro
excited to see
Archon.
her potentially get her
But
vision
you
during
have
this
a
quest.
vision, you know.
She doesn't even have a vision right now.
It's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
You're the only person for the job.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture
Apple.
about your attitude just now.
She likes
So tell
feeling
me.
needed.
What specifically makes this matter so specific?
tell Furina about the troop's final performance.
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense.
Why would we do that?
After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities.
Furina quest story, pop? Yeah,
Given
baby.
the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
No.
It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
Would it be fucked up if Anna, the blind girl in Mondstadt?
But I have made a decision.
Wait, is it
to
Anna? No,
retire
Anna is
from
the
stage.
sick girl.
Although I am
Um,
no longer required to
who's
play
the blind girl
role
again?
of the Hydro Archon.
Shit.
The time I spent in
She gets an
hiding
animal
my
vision.
character
You hear a
has
hit in the
left
very
an
far
indelible
distance.
mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say
Reinvent
that I
yourself
no
as my
longer
wife,
desire
maybe.
to play any new roles.
Oh, so if that's how you feel.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross.
Furina doesn't even know who herself is.
If I make an exception
No
to the
plap
rule
plap for
now,
her. I'll
I'm
still
just
plap
leaving
plap
a back
her.
door for
It'll
myself,
just come with hugs.
which would be
Alright?
the same as not having a boundary in the first place.
If
So
you
I'm
don't
not
hug
going
with
to
your
perform,
plap plap, alright,
and
you're
that is that.
selfish, okay?
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point. Okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
What? Don't do that.
Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
You shouldn't just assume the worst of people.
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up
Paimon
out of
is
the blue,
atrocious.
begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for. Ooh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really
I miss
means a lot
Papa's
to the guy
Furina, but
we're
this
working
Furina is also
for.
very cute. I'm very much enjoying this.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh.
It's the real
I
Furina.
wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
Well, time to come up with a plan B. Because Furina's definitely going to need one after I'm done with her.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now.
Eh
Alright then, we'll see you around, Furina.
Oh.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
She's so meek and adorable. It's frankly insulting to Paimon to travel and try to force her to volunteer for that kind of job. Well, we're also trying to get her out of the house, right? She's just going to keep wallowing in there. We didn't come with the intention of helping her specifically, but it would have been good for her, too. So, Furina would be a fun DM? Yes!
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
Furina becomes addicted to D&D? That'd be amazing.
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform.
Oh, the problem has solved itself.
Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well,
And that's my
circumstances
apple.
have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all.
Woo.
You see,
The
our
problem
lady
solved
has just
itself.
informed me
Most
that
of
she's well
Genshin's
enough to make it to the
NPC
show
quest.
after all.
Damn.
Staging the musical
Facts,
with the
though.
full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right. Sounds
Not
like
gonna lie, I do agree that that's kind of facts. Yeah, imagine if we managed to convince Furina to join only for it to find out that she's no longer needed.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
No, but
Only joking. Calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
yeah.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you.
Yeah, you kind of need an
So-
understudy.
Are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I
Tough
share
it out?
everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Paimon, wait a second right here.
Sure.
The V of Delphi sounds like is reading. Oh, hi, Furina. What's up, baby girl?
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
Traveler.
Alright, I'm coming. No
Pins
need
her
to
down.
tag me.
Plap, 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 plap. Correction. Hand holding. Lewd.
Hello,
Hand holding.
one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly
Hand holding.
concerned
Ew,
about the
too lewd.
situation you
2 minutes
mentioned.
later.
Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down.
Actually,
I'm
hold
sorry, Paimon.
on. Oh.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Correction. Me wetting my palms with a little bit of water just so that there's a little bit more moisture in the plaps.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Ooh. I still can't get over how different she is from the old Furina. Yeah, but also I kind of love it. I like this distinction. It's very clear cut, right? French spotted Tarek, Yahoo. I recognize a couple of Tareks. I don't know if I recognize you specifically, I'm gonna be honest. But welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. How are you?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already
I was the one
been
that tried to
resolved.
main DPS Tone
Yeah.
about back like last
when
year.
they said they
Oh,
were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a
I don't
heart
blame you
attack.
for trying.
I mean,
It's
how
kind of
could we be worthy
sad.
of having Lady
He just
Furina
doesn't have the
star in our
multipliers,
show?
you know? But based, you know?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Furina is fine. I was wondering, if this troop is so important to all
I want to
of you,
head Pat
why
Furina.
does it have
Yeah.
to disband? If the difficulties
Same.
are purely financial, then there must be a
Just-
solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted
Just
to
pat
the
her.
troop. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
Just pat her,
We
right?
all want to believe that,
Just
but some things are just beyond our control.
look. It's not my fault that
Everything's been
she's the
going
former
downhill
Hydra Archon and
ever
she just
since
has a
we
bunch of
lost our
Hydra
director.
leaking out of her. Okay.
She was the heart
I
and soul
swear
of our
to
troop. She kept us
Jesus.
going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director
Plap,
of our
plap,
troop.
plap. Feel loved, feel loved, feel
Tragically,
loved.
she
Plap, plap, plap.
was a
Feel
victim
loved.
in the serial disappearances
I
case.
got lining out. Yo. Nice.
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice.
I don't like the way Lightning plays.
But still,
I love his design.
no
I
sentence
actually
can
like
bring
his
our
character,
director back to
but the
us.
way he plays fucking
She was a
bothers me.
loyal
It's just
fan
not
of your
fun.
performances, Lady, Miss
Genuinely just not
Furina.
fun.
They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We
All I'm
seemed
saying
to
is
be
I'm
going
only
from
using water.
strength
This
to
could be a
strength.
lot worse. I have
were
both
really
coconut
looking out
oil
for
for
us.
hair as
And
well
then
as
disaster
lubricant
struck.
for
Yeah.
humans next to me.
After that,
Because this is
the
a
entire
table
troop
setup,
fell into disarray.
and sometimes private things
None of
happen.
us know anything
all
about
right?
script writing.
It could be a
let
lot
alone
worse.
How to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can.
Gree tried him as a
Despite
trial
our
character in the
efforts,
recent combat
things
event.
are slowly
He's just
but
yeah, he's
surely
just
falling
not fun
apart.
to use.
It's agonizing.
His burst is kind of cool,
Ultimately,
but like it
we'd
just kind of
rather
feels
end
like
things now on
a
our own terms
worse
and stick it
version
out to the
of
bitter end
Kirara's
and watch all
E,
our dreams turn to dust.
because it does more damage, sure, but actually no, it feels like Fischl. Feels like Fischl in a bad way. It's just not fun. Like it's cool watching the animation.
Don't let your kids
that's about
what's it?
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then
It
her
feels like
life
a
was
slower
so
version of Fischl,
poorly
right?
taken.
It really does.
I suppose it's fair to say then that this final
An
show,
infamous beast.
besides being
Yahoo!
your farewell
Welcome to
to
the
the
stream. Hope
stage,
you're having a good
is
Sunday.
also your final
Sup?
gift for her.
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
When she was turned into an
Well,
Oceanid.
good thing I followed the traveler
Or
here.
Oceanid.
After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Just got here. Welcome.
Furina.
I am high. Damn,
I know
I'm
what you're
jealous.
thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the
I
boundary
will
I
say
set
his
for myself.
Grimalkin are adorable.
Besides,
True.
they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway.
I think the fact is that he does no damage while running around the cat and the hat sucks. Okay. The reason that he does no damage is that he only damages people close to him one time. The longer you're in the Grimalkin hat state, the less damage you're doing. It'd be different if the Grimalkin hat state did damage and continuously ticked. But no, it's one instance of damage, one time to a single target that you run up next to. So you have to waste time running up to people, and you're not even that fast as the cat hat. So you're pretty much all you do is enter the cat hat state, and then immediately burst off of the cat hat state. And at that point, there's no point in doing the cat hat state. His playstyle is trash. It's not fun. Yeah, you gotta force yourself out of the hat state. It's just not fun.
But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
And the coolest part about him are his normal attacks, you know, which he never fucking uses. His normal attacks are actually really cool. He fucking Gambit throws playing cards, turns into a revolving playing card. Like he's a fucking final, Kingdom Hearts, Organization 13 ass character. And then flings another one. His normals are so cool. But you never use his normals. His kit is trash. Right? Imagine if his burst is him just going blah, 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 throwing those fire cards instead. That'd be so much cooler. Genuinely. And everything about Liney's kit bothers me. Not only, and the thing is, he's a charge attack character, but he's the worst charge attack character that we've had to date. And here's why, right? To be frank, we've only had, 4 charge attack type characters. Yellen is almost as bad as him, because she also has an enhanced burst charge attack, but she just gets it every 5 seconds when she's out of combat. And also, it charges up instantly and does this big AoE. It's just a one and done, you don't have to worry about it any further. It's just a nice little bonus if you want to weave that in. If you want to make that tech, you have the tech. You don't even have to do that on Yellen. Ganyu has big bazooka AoEs. Sure, she's fallen off from grace a lot, but she's still plenty viable. And once again, big burst AoEs. You can miss and you'll still do damage. Tainari gets to fire 3 of them back to back to back. And also, they, still can charge them for 7 seconds, without having, without having his E up, if he has to. But you can miss with him too. That also homes. Okay, 잠깐만요. 네. But Liney, if you miss, you lose all your damage. You have to land your shots. And with some of the animations in this game and some of the hitboxes, man, you cannot miss. There's no safety net. And charge attack is boring. And it sucks. And he doesn't even have he doesn't even have the audacity. Audacity? The benefit, sorry. He doesn't even have like the benefit like Tainari does, where he can just fucking one and done it. You know? If he pops his E, you get 3 charge attacks back to back to back super instantly. Liney has to 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Hold and charge it every single time. And you have to do 2. You have to do at minimum 2, because 1 lets you build a stack, and the other one lets you do something. You need to build a stack of his charge attack. I know. I don't remember why, but I know you have to do it. So he's just bad. And G7, you have a wonderful night. Everybody, give me a second. I need to help move a thing. I'll BRB. It won't even take 2 minutes, I promise. I gotta see Chi using my free witches for free. Hey, I mean, at least it's something. It's something. I'll be back. 1 second. guess who's got a phone in, baby? So, I had to help move a couple things, but also, there was a Black Friday sale for the Galaxy S23 Ultra, which is normally $1,200, but was like $300 off. So it's like $984-ish, $985 after tax. So yeah, that's me. Now I need to find the time to squeeze in to go to a Verizon store to get my fucking phone changed. And man, it's gonna run Genshin and Honkai like a charm, baby. That's not the reason I'm getting a new phone. My phone's like 5 years old, and I've been due for an upgrade for a while. Also, my phone monitor broke like 2-3 weeks ago, and it has not. And I got it repaired. I had to get a completely new monitor for my phone. But it doesn't thumbprint scan anymore. It has issues with some other shit. So yeah, I need to go and gabagool.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant.
And
though.
Jen Farka,
Will
mwah,
that be a
Yahoo!
problem?
Thank you for the
I don't
stream
need
streak.
any compensation. All I'd
Enjoy
ask
the
in
free
return,
curse bucks,
if
I
you're
guess.
willing, is that you tell me some more about
But
the
how are
life
you
and
doing,
work of
Jenny?
your late
Mwah,
director.
adorable little cutie. Mwah.
Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the
Ooh,
opera
cute
Epiclese
Nahida
is
emo.
that there's a lot you don't see
Adorable.
when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh
And Jen
human
Farka,
emotion.
mwah.
The
Adorable little
court's
shit.
verdict can settle the
You little
question
fuck.
of criminal
Fucking
liability.
little rat.
but
Tuh. Just
what
fucking
about
remember, you
all
little
the
shit,
unresolved
that I love you,
emotions of the parties
bitch.
involved?
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
What happens to
And I'm never
them?
gonna stop loving you, bitch. Mwah.
An interesting answer.
How you doing, baby?
But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director.
I love how I'm a
Things such as
literal
this
cat
I have
and you
never
call me a
witnessed
rat.
before. And so I should like to observe, for chance to
Zamba.
understand.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
Yeah.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Yeah.
Would you be willing to join me?
No, you're swine.
Come on, take a break from
Paimon, you are
adventuring to
swine.
listen to a story.
Since it's you, I'll especially do it.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are. All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Naruhodo. Where's the practice space? That's not that far away, but I might as well just teleport. Might as well. Oh wait, I had enough resin to condense. Ah! Oh well.
Yep.
Oh well. Cure. Ooh. It's like an actual house. Alright, Pog. That's kind of rare. Let's go, let's go. Yo! It's cute!
Huh? Lady Furina?
That glider? Yeah,
What's
that's the
Lady
Fontaine
Furina
glider.
doing here?
Black Friday deals happening? Yes.
Hello all.
You can get it.
Allow
Just
me to
max your Fontaine rep.
As of today, Lady... Miss Furina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid.
The
in
Little
role
Mermaid.
of Artistic consultant.
You got to 10
These
already?
two over
Yeah.
here are the ones that
It's
made it
easy.
possible. They kindly
do it
reached out
every
to Miss
week.
Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction. You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So you were saying the
I got the
Oceanid-
wings like
Yeah,
2 weeks
that's
ago.
the name of our final show.
You definitely already
It's
have
an
it.
unfinished script left behind by our director.
Oh,
One of our
unfinished.
greatest regrets is that she never got to complete
You don't
it.
need to do the
So,
world quest.
if
You
we
just
can
need to
bring it
do the
the
bounties
stage
and
make
requests
it a
every week.
successful show,
They're
we can all take some
it's
solace
3.
from
It's
that.
like you get 100 for
but if
each
it's not
3
finished,
times.
then
Artistic consultant. I am autistic, but I'm artistic. Seems to finding the actress is the least of your problems, then,
Yeah,
huh?
we've been battling issues on every front trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect.
Ooh.
But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
Oh, that's
So
sad.
far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's it.
That's
There's
one of
nothing
the
after
issues
that.
We've been trying to deal with.
Oh,
Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with
and
her
then she
script.
was melted
We
into
need a
ocean
proper
water.
ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
Oh.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
Oh. What about happy endings? Happy endings
By
are good.
true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment.
Or an escape.
We have to consider
It's
their
like video
emotional
games.
stake in this, not just our own. And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from 2 of our main actors.
Oh.
The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover.
Oh?
He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him.
That's not good.
The other is Villemont, who plays the main
Villemont.
antagonist.
His
He took
name
the director's
literally
death
sounds like a
pretty hard.
villain.
Hasn't set foot in the city since.
What, then you don't even
He
have
did
the
write to
antagonist
us,
actor.
promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure
Escape
what
from
to
life
make
like
of that.
watching a Fox Gene Games to pass the time.
Although,
Mwah.
now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
Let's get the gang
What
back together.
opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop. You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way.
Oh,
I
she's enjoying
suspect
this time.
The reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay.
She's still
Priority
acting
number
the
one,
role of an
let's check
inspirational
in with
leader
Paulo and see where he's
subconsciously.
at with the ending.
She's not able
He
to
went back to
comprehend it
Poisson a few days
otherwise.
ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But
I'm talent
I guess it's
farming
the
for my wife,
opposite.
Furina. Did I
A
tell you I
friend in
got
need
her?
and all that.
No. Jen Farka, congrats on getting yourself a Furina, baby. Mwah. Let's go. Oh no, the trauma. You good?
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
It does bother me that they randomly fit French into the equation. It's inconsistent. I think that's what bothers me. Sometimes it just randomly becomes French for some reason, but without ever having any French terms. They're and you ask her to dance if you put her in your teapot. Yo, hey yo.
Thank you for
Sounds like a good time to me, man. Inconsistent Genshin in a nutshell. Damn, facts. You openly flirt with her in the teapot? Yeah, because nobody's got to see. It's my private teapot, alright? Speaking of private, I'm not planning on using it, but I did get the 50 and the 30 first times. I still need to do these two, but I haven't felt the need, because I figured Navi is around the corner anyway, and that'll help me get her. Especially because we failed to get Baiju on this 50-50. There's still a part of me that wants to still try for him, but I also don't want to. The thing that really bothers me is that his catalyst is literally not good for anyone else. Literally, this doesn't work for anyone else, man. That's... Come on, bro. It's kind of upsetting. I've also already done my Spiral Abyss. I was in the mood for it yesterday. Yesterday? The day before? I forget. I was in the mood for it, so I just blitzed through it. It was a little rough. But, Nuvalet go burr, so... Worked out. Nuvalet and Furina both go burr, so... Yay! A lot of the latest 5-star weapons are only good for the designated character, it seems. Less and less seem to work with anyone else, in my honest opinion. Yeah, it's kind of a huge problem.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
Alright. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Because Nuvalet
Okay,
still
then.
could work on multiple
Looking
characters.
forward to your masterpiece.
But Furina's is pretty specifically for her. I guess you could kind of make it work on Albedo, but...
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but
It's
sure
how they
enough,
get people to
here
keep
you
pulling
are.
in the weapon banners, I guess.
And Furina,
I actually like
I was
Baiju
wondering
now,
if we might run into her.
but I don't
So,
want to go
you're
out of
here
my
for
way to
Paolo?
pull for her.
looks like he could be a
Her?
while,
Him.
so feel free to take a stroll
Especially when
around town
Navi
in
is
the
right
meantime.
around the corner, bro.
I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Yeah,
Thank
leave
you
us
for being
lovebirds
so
alone,
considerate,
bitch.
Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful.
Alright,
We'll take
Navia,
that
you,
stroll.
me, Furina.
Get
Let's get a
over
private
here,
room, the
you.
three of us.
How oblivious are you?
People actually have been getting her
How are
weapon for
things in
Nilo?
Poisson now?
Interesting.
Any better?
Things are on the mend.
To
but
be fair,
it's a slow
the weapon
process.
would look pretty on
Some
Nilo.
people
I'm gonna
may
take a
never
look after
recover
this.
from the trauma they experienced.
But Nilo's skill doesn't
I'm-
do damage.
Sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet?
Also, Nilo doesn't need to
All
crit.
have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do.
I don't think
And
Furina's
if you're trying
even
to
really
make a
gives her
new
that much
start,
health.
Perhaps
Her
it's
skill
best
hits,
you
sure,
don't
but it doesn't
bring
do
up the
damage.
past all the time.
It's a
Thank you
damage-based
for your words of comfort. You make
skill
a very
longsword.
good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done. Which
It does if you do her
brings
slash.
me to why I'm here.
Does anyone actually use
I
Nilo
thought
as
you
the
should
on-field?
probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe.
Well, okay,
To
her
avoid
inaction
upsetting
was
the peace,
not
I
because...
told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina.
Bruh.
It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
So Navia's attacks, I'll be skipping Ayato and Saito because of that alone.
Well, what do you
I'm
expect?
super excited for her. I
am the
must have her,
courageous and
right?
considerate
Same.
President of Spina di Rosula, after all. Like my father before
I don't
me.
care if she's good or not, I need her.
That was all. Look after her now.
Got it, Navia. I'm just gonna have to wait for another
Off we
rerun
go
for
then.
Baiju, for fuck's sake.
Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
No, we are your friends. We're not the closest thing. We are your friends. Big distinction. Alright, hold up. Where's my Nilo? I do have Kia Kajnasu, but it looks so bad on her. Yo! Wait, that looks so good on her! Bro! Wait, why does that look so perfect for her? Nyla just wants HP. She doesn't do any damage with anything aside from blooms. But you only need EM on her for that? Yeah. Dude! Look how aesthetically pleasing this is for her, though. Bro! It's actually just her color scheme. Look how drippy that is. Oh my god. Yeah, this is absolutely useless for her, but it looks so pretty. Holy, that looks so pretty. Kia Cognizant. Grant him increases elemental mastery of their max HP. I can see Key of Cognizant not being bad on Furina though. But yeah, no, we're taking that back. Man, it looks so pretty on her.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more?
If you do have C2 Nahida with Nyla though, that's 400% bloom damage that she can crit. True. Not wrong.
I'm so grateful that Miss Nafia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything.
It doesn't scale off Nyla's
You
crit
can't
stats.
get
It
around
just
the
scales damage off
obstacles without
EM.
facing them.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying.
That's
if
right,
I
huh?
said I wasn't scared
It
of
has
coming
set
back
crit
here.
rate, crit damage values.
Still, I felt
25%
it was
crit
something
rate,
I had to
50%
do.
crit damage.
As I was saying before, I want to see for myself.
So
the
crits a
things
quarter of
I
the time
never could in
for
the past.
50% more damage.
I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive
I think.
me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
Yeah, and I'm sure that some people didn't exactly buy her lie either.
Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes.
God, I want
guess I
Baiju
wasn't
though.
quite ready for this after all.
I actually do want
I'm
Baiju
surprised
though.
you're making
Fuck.
yourself go through all this.
Yeah, me too. It's not exactly like you.
What do you mean by that? You expected me to just keep running and hiding
C6
from my
Furina?
responsibilities
You have to-
forever?
You have to build a completely new artifact set if you want to do C6 Furina, because C6 Furina is on-field carry Furina. Yeah, they're starting to not stay quiet. We
Probably
need to move.
time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
Vincenzo. That sounds very Italian for some reason. Slap two-piece Hydra on her. She's my on-field slapper. Why? Are you running her with fucking Candace? You can if you run her with Candace, I guess.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
Look, you can dump it all on me, baby girl.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't
Touches
know
primordial
whether you can
water,
tell,
fades out of
but
existence.
The years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another.
You're probably not going to be able to
people
heal
taken by the water.
enough consistently
All those
to get
treasured
consistent
lives
Harbinger
and
of Dawn, though.
memories washed out of existence in an instant.
Even then, because
They thought
Furina's
their God would protect
Farina's
them.
skill is still going to be
They
draining the
had
fuck out of you.
absolute faith that
It
when
takes
disaster
decently
struck,
fast.
a divine power would save them from harm.
It heals faster than
And
most.
all the
Takes
while,
faster than most heals
I
because it's
played
percentage
my
HP
part
based.
to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the
I guess you could.
floodwaters
I guess you
finally
could
came,
possibly make it work, but it'll be
and
weirdly
the hydro
fluctuating,
archon
and then sometimes
did
you'll get hit.
nothing.
You know.
Shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
In a perfect vacuum, maybe, but the odds are, if you're surrounded by like 5-6 enemies, you're gonna hit by something.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated.
Oh,
Eventually,
baby.
I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Oh,
I
just
know,
the
I
complete
never
loss of
imagined you'd
purpose.
see it that way.
Yeah, try to think of your freedom as a reward,
A
right?
reward?
Because now you can finally speak your heart, right?
I guess so. And back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing a secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself.
The Dock Hands assistance of
No
Furina,
one
it's got a
could be
healing
allowed
buff.
to know.
Hey, Dock Hands works pretty well on her.
What I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
She's just
That's
like
where you
me.
become-
For real, for real.
Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
Do you feel better having gotten this all off your chest?
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Hopefully.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
No guarantee, but it'd be nice. Alright. And ground pound.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, And it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Now kiss.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again. We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
Oh?
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
You mean a dog?
Sorry.
Casual Asian fat shaming.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Oh shit.
Wait,
The Furina
that sounds
parallel.
kind of familiar.
Sus.
It's the most important line in the whole script.
Sus.
I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
What the fuck?
I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be
That's
lying in
fucked
an
up.
alleyway for days at a time. It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in
That's
studying
messed
singing
up.
from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
Yeah.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer.
Oh.
My parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer."
Oh, this is
It was
fucked.
just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah, for the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
Oh.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Yeah, it's messed up that people
You're
will bully
finally
someone
done?
completely innocent because a
Get
relative
your
did
butt
something
over
bad.
here. There's
Yeah,
someone I need to introduce
for
you
real.
to.
People are
This
awful
is our new
sometimes,
artistic consultant,
especially
Miss
kids.
Furina.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Oh my god, not
Please.
by the Archons?
The honor is all mine.
Or by the gods?
I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic.
Oh no.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Oh shit.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Oceanids are literally
Water
conscious
as a
water.
Conscious entity.
Alright.
There's actually quite a few stories that explore
Also,
this theme.
damn, environmental factors.
Since the little
Neat.
Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring
Consciously
the water
wet
back.
nodders.
However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she
90s
want to
cartoon
save them
vibes.
after that?
Yeah, but this kind of shit happens
Well,
in the
she
real
mainly
world
wanted to save
wherever
her
we go
lover,
anyway.
Plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love. One that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me.
Lover.
You know the
Can I be
protagonist is
Furina's
supposed to
partner?
represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
Did she not inspire the lot of you?
What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
Damn,
That
chill,
sounds
lady.
like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
Traveling and outlive
That
most of the
ending would be a
Genshin
perfect
cast.
mirror
True.
to director Aureli's death, both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace.
I wonder if she knew
We
maybe
looked
that
for
she
her.
might
The
die.
Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at
And
all.
she never came back, yeah.
Hmm.
Sad fate.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
Or that she had a
I've been trying
small
to follow
sense of
up on that ever
prophecy somehow.
since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Why might he know something?
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah.
Literally name
He's been
sounds like the
overwhelmed
word
by
villain.
grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me. Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aureli.
Aw.
What? You kept that one quiet.
It turns out she was in love
It's time to
with
be upfront
Paulo.
with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away.
Oof.
She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she never considered us as potential romantic partners.
Oof.
Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told
I was
her
actually gonna
I'd
cry if
always
I
be
couldn't
there
get
for the
Furina
troop,
before he left
and I'd always be
Brother
there for
Zone.
her.
What are you
I
doing,
said,
step brother?
Maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troop no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come.
Paulo.
What are you doing,
So
step
if I'm the one writing
Oceanin?
this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by
Worse
our
than
rating.
friend zone.
I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
You say that, but bum bum bum
In
bum
that
bum.
case,
Sweet
you have
home
to straighten things out with the law
Alabama.
once and for all, face to
Exists.
face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything.
No.
One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Vilmo.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Mon, mon, hon, hon.
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y.
Random French for no reason. Why did I get a piece of cypress wood there? Why actually did I just randomly get a piece of cypress wood? For what reason? I'm not complaining or anything, but
Going.
genuine
Delphi,
confusion.
are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
There we go. Oh,
Ugh, as if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour.
and then the traveler gets mauled by slimes, and then
Wait,
an adult scene happens.
Why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
Yeah,
Because she
but
doesn't have a vision.
don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her powers.
Oh,
so it
people
could be
still
converted
think
into
that-
Infinitum. Miss Furina said so herself.
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put.
She's suddenly behind us.
More like
Adorable.
a damsel in distress more than anything.
That sounded so smug. Secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
Ah, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch on
She's so
helplessly
fucking
as
cute.
a more brave
I
and
love
seasoned
her.
adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode for
Those two birds were like humping each
Sorry
other.
to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Pace up, pace.
Hold that pose!
Busted. Game's up. Time's over.
Bring it on!
Ooh, now that's a lot of damage.
Say cheese.
You piece of shit.
Time to shine.
Here comes the cash. Gotcha. Quietly now.
Hard-hitting explosive!
Bravo! Good show. You
That was
certainly
awkward.
live up to your reputation.
They threw hydro and cryo slimes at
Yeah,
me.
thank you.
All of my damage
Anyway,
is hydro and
Path is clear
cryo.
now, so onwards and upwards.
Furina doesn't fight. Proceeds to use Furina in the fight.
Ah,
course they would throw Hydra and Cryo Slimes at me. Of all the things.
Are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Furina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
Explains the whole sequence of events.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now...
Oh, he knows what happened.
I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Viamont, avoiding the truth will not help anyone.
Also, what does he
Unless you
know?
mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Viamont. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show.
The show must
The
go
Little
on.
Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This mustn't
This is why
register
people
on an
think of you as
emotional
not
level.
being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire.
Oh.
So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship.
Oh.
In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances.
Oh
It seemed like a
no.
win-win. So, I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized
Oh no.
the drink in question was synth.
Oh no. You didn't question it
Is that the
at
drink peddler the
all?
culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
It induces a state of euphoria but causes significant harm to the body.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
It wouldn't fucking matter. If someone said, hey, I'll pay you to supply these specific drinks to the audience, you go like, oh yeah, I agree, and then you find out that the drinks are laced in cocaine, you report that shit to the police. That doesn't hold up in a legal court of law. You win. You win that court case, alright? What the fuck is the logic behind this? This doesn't make any sense.
And then...
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe, and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I
Oh,
admit this
God.
whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any
Give me
of
a
you the
second.
truth.
I'm gonna go in and get a
And
hair
after the
tie,
director
and
disappeared,
I'm also gonna drop
I
off
was
my
even
empty
more
bowl
afraid
of
to say anything.
empty pot of ramen back inside the house. I'll be right back. Hiya. Okay, some plot threads like this straight up don't make sense. How the fuck? Look, synth is illegal. All right, it doesn't matter if that was in the contract. The merchant didn't. First of all, if you agree to it right away, it doesn't matter. You can't write a contract for the legal distribution of illegal goods. It doesn't work like that. That's not how law works. I don't understand the logic behind this fucking situation. It's fucking stupid. Yeah. I didn't expect to get my new phone in today. I thought it was gonna be coming in tomorrow. So I thought I was gonna be like getting the thing replaced next weekend. But apparently it can take like a couple hours to
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed.
to
There,
to,
I
to
said
swap a phone. So
Happy now?
apparently I should take care of it today while I can. But I don't want to leave in the middle of the street.
Hey, don't say that.
Ah!
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name
Pain
didn't
Peckle.
you tell us? What do you mean? You were afraid. This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
This was the love of his life.
Stay calm? How
I
can
don't
I
think he
stay
can.
calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered.
Joseph,
was the
Yahoo,
love of my
how you
life.
doing, cutie?
And he has the gall to try and high road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director.
Oh, I'm
What
gonna go
good is
sleep
my
soon. Just want to
apology?
say hi. Mwah. Hope you had a good Sunday.
I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's
Yeah,
what
I
deserve.
saw. She got Clara.
End my life
I'm glad.
so I can meet the director and apologize
Clara's
to her in
fun.
person.
Get out of my sight. Go, get lost. I don't ever want to see your face again.
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
Nama? Okay. Alright. A little sad to cut stream short. I'm gonna go and get my phone upgraded. Apparently it's gonna take a bit. I just don't know how long it's gonna take. So I'm just gonna end stream to be safe. I will be back, and later if I'm not back home super late, I will start another small, short, late stream just to vibe with you guys because I want to. Mwah. We'll try to wrap up the Furina quest then, and we'll just call it there. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. I love you guys. Mwah. I'll come back. It'll just be a bit. It'll just be a bit. I don't know exactly how long it's gonna take. It shouldn't take too long, but it might take like an hour or two. So yeah.